Alright YouTubes, how you all doing? I hope you're all well, and thanks for tuning in and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, this is going to be about something a little bit different, I suppose. A little side hustle that I've started. I haven't been doing it for very long, and I've only done a handful, so I've sort of been trying to buy some sort of cheapish cars, try and fix them up a little bit and try and make a bit of money on them if I can. That's the plan. They haven't all gone to plan so far. So yeah, like I say, I've only done a handful of them. So I'm getting the vehicles, I'm getting them from BCA auctions. I've done about 3 or 4 so far, and but I thought I'd start showing you them on the channel and go through what they're like and the problems that I come across with them. And so yeah, so I'll show the one that I've got now that I haven't done anything to yet. So yeah, obviously I try to look for ones that would need body work more than mechanical, because they all need work, unless you're buying the best ones on there. But they're all going to need some type of work. So it is a gamble, and I quite like the gamble part of it. It's quite exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time. So yeah, so I tried to buy ones that need body work, but the last couple they haven't needed really body work. It's all been mechanical. So body work wise, they're normally graded 1 to 5. So grade 1 would be pretty much immaculate, maybe some wear and tear chips or something, and then grade 5 is sort of the lower end, where it's going to need a lot of paint work and stuff. But so yeah, I've been buying a couple that have needed, that I knew that they needed mechanical work, and the only downside to that is I can't get on with them because I'm not a mechanic. So I've got some great friends in the trade and great mechanics, so but obviously I've got to wait, so it creates a bit of a time delay for me to be able to get them all cleaned up and move them on. So yeah, so I've decided the last couple have needed quite a few bits of mechanical work doing, which has took time. So I've been trying to look for ones that are not great on the bodywork, but seem to be mechanically okay. So yeah, I'll give you a look at the one that I've got now, and yeah, and we'll go through what I think of it, and sort of show the progress on the channel. So this car was graded a grade 5, which I thought was ideal for me. Would put a lot of people off, but it didn't look that bad to me. And now I've seen it in the flesh, don't know why it's graded a grade 5, to be honest with you. I'd probably get away with polishing it, but but I'll show you what it is anyway. So it's a little BMW 1 Series Convertible. So it's a 120i automatic M Sport, and it's a 2009. They graded this a grade 5. It's black, it's really swirly and scratchy, but not to the extent where it's not polishable. And they sort of showed some marks. There's like a mark on the mirror somewhere. Bonnet's sort of dull, scratchy, but and a few little chips, nothing major. And then they showed this side, which you probably can't see very well in here. This side's all had paint. Not the best. They've painted over chips. There's a bit of sinkage marks in places on the wheel arch where it's had a little bit of filler work. They even did show a scratch on this wing, but I reckon they've done it. Yeah, they've done a blow-in on that. So yeah, this side's had paint. It's not the best. It would polish up and look presentable. You can't really see it in here. Sorry about the light, but there's just like pinholes in the filler and sinkage and stuff. So, but the rest of it, with a real good machine polish, will come right up, I think. One thing that attracted me to this car was the mileage. It's only got 39,000 miles, and it's all warranted with the MOT history. 39,000 miles, and it's all consistent throughout the MOT history. And it was also listed with just 3 services, but the most recent service was done about 5-6 weeks ago. So yeah, that sort of thought, well, 3 services, it hasn't been serviced to schedule really with time, but mileage wise it's probably not far off. So I thought it's not going to be too bad. 39,000 miles, 3 services. But so yeah, I picked it up yesterday. I should have videoed that really. Me and my dad went to get it, and I was quite pleased. The bodywork doesn't look bad to me at all. I am going to paint that side, because with the mileage of the car, I think it needs to look like that mileage. But it's definitely not been abused by any means. So yeah, 39,000 miles. So it had three services, which are just invoices, and there was a folder with it with a load of invoices and stuff. So when I got it back and I opened the folder, had the documents in there, had a few receipts, which I couldn't believe someone just 5-6 weeks ago has just spent £2,000 on this car, having all new timing chain kit, pulleys, full service and MOT all been done before it's gone to auction, which I couldn't believe. I was really pleased with it. And then I found the BMW service book in there, which also had another 6 service stamps from when it was new. So 6 BMW service stamps, all sort of done pretty much every year. So yeah, that was a real bonus to find that in there. So it's got 9 services in total history, which I was really pleased about. The interior is probably a little bit Marmite. I think this interior colour is called Boston Lemon, and it's got sort of like the grey looking wood grain, but with the roof down, I think it looks quite smart. I think it sort of suits it as a convertible. It's probably not my cup of tea, but it's a bit different than just having your standard black on a black car. So yeah, interior's good. A little bit of wear on the bolster, which I'm probably, they're grubby, the seats, they're clean right up, but they're all sort of intact and nice, and they haven't gone baggy. Steering wheel's really good, sort of shows the mileage really. Carpet's good, no rips, tears or anything like that. Back seats are just grubby, nothing major at all. So that'll all clean up nice. I may even look at doing some paint on this leather, and it drives really well. Like I say, it's just been MOT'd and serviced and had all that pulley work done. Runs really well, drives really well. All the tyres are decent, 5-6 mil. I think they're all Bridgestones, apart from one is a Goodyear. So yeah, it looks like it's been pretty well looked after, and obviously it hasn't done many miles over the years, so it's been used as like a second car, as like a little summer toy. I thought this might be a good one to sell in the summer. Engine bay's pretty straight and decent, hasn't had any panels. Like I say, only that bit of paint down that one side. The roof's getting a little bit threadbare. There's a few sort of threads starting to poke through, and it's dirty. A few of the creases sort of going a bit thin, but it's nothing major, and it's definitely not leaking or any leaks. And there's one here that's a little bit, but I should be able to do something with that to tidy it up. I don't want to make it worse. That's the trouble with these roofs. But if there's anyone out there watching that knows any fixes for doing these sort of little sort of splits where the threads are coming away, yeah, I'd love some advice on it. I've doing the usual, looking on YouTube for fixes and stuff like that. So yeah, so the plan is with this car, there's an engine management light on. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'll film that now today, is plug it in, see what them fault codes are, and obviously whatever them fault codes are, I'll do whatever it needs to be done to fix them. I'm hoping it's not going to be nothing too major. And then yeah, then I'm just going to get it all cleaned for now, get all the roof cleaned, just give it a bare clean inside and out, and then I'll do the paintwork down that side, and then obviously when it's clean I'll have another good look at it. If there's anything else I think might need painting, then I probably will paint it, because with the history of the car and the mileage, I want the car to reflects that mileage really. So and then the rest of it, it's going to get a real good 3-stage machine polish, and yeah, and then just cleaning, get it nice and clean inside and out. All the wheels are pretty good as well, they don't need refurbing as well. It's only come with one key, so I'm going to look at and inquiring over the next few days about getting another key for it, so it's got 2 keys. It's just better to sell with 2 keys. And then yeah, that's about it really. Stereos, some of the pixels are going in that, but I'll see what that's like. Maybe look at getting another head unit for it. I've seen a few on eBay that seem to be working right and not very expensive, so I'll probably do that as well. So yeah, what I'll do now is we'll just plug it in and see what it's like, and then I'm going to get up in the air and just have a good look underneath it, and then just get it cleaned for now. Get it cleaned and see where I am with it. So yeah, my channel's not big enough to be sponsored by anyone, but I'm going to use Carly Diagnostics on this. It's the only one I got on your phone. People probably know about it. They're not sponsoring nothing, it's just what I've got from the Diagnostics. So I'm going to plug the Carly in and see what it says. So I've got the fault codes that were on there from plugging in the Carly. I ain't no mechanic, so there was 5 faults. 2 of them were oxygen sensors. So a good friend of mine, Dale Auto Works, BMW specialist, they're absolutely fantastic up there. If you ever need any work, BMW work doing, or mini work or anything like that, I highly recommend them. They're in Wootton Bassett in Swindon. So I just spoke to Dale and he said to check the plugs on the sensors where it's had the timing chain work done. They may have been plugged on the wrong way round. He said it's funny that like both of them have come up, so I'm going to check that now. He's told me it's somewhere under here somewhere. I need to get this engine cover off, and he said they're on the back of the manifold there before they get to the cat. So I'll see if I can have a look at that. And another one was an oil pressure issue. Again, I'm no mechanic, so I'm not sure exactly what that is. But he said quite often if you change all the timing chain and everything, you need to change the oil pressure valve as well. He said they just do it automatically, so that may have never been done. So he said there could be a blockage in that, and he said it's just not worth even cleaning it to change that. So I'm going to leave that bit to him, so get it booked in with him to get that done. So I'm just going to have a look at these sensor plugs, what he said, to see if they're okay, disconnect them, reconnect them, check the wiring. I may pull the engine tray off as well and just check under there for any oil leaks. But that's about it for me on the mechanical. I'm not gonna waste my time because I'll be here forever guessing it and googling it all. So I'm gonna check these little plugs out, and then I'm gonna crack on with just getting it clean for now, getting it cleaned and see where we are with the paintwork. Right then, YouTubes. So yeah, next part on the BMW 1 Series Convertible that I bought. I checked a few bits that my friend told me to have a look at for the engine management light, and I couldn't really see. So I've got 2 faults on there. One's for a lambda sensor, or a couple of lambda sensor faults, and another one, I asked my friend about the fault code, and it's to do with an oil pressure valve or something. And he said that when they do the timing chains, you should change this this valve or switch or whatever it is at the same time. So he thinks it probably hasn't been done. I've got an invoice for the for the timing chain that's been done, and there's no evidence of that being done on there. He said it's quite common whenever he does a timing chain. That's what they do. They do this valve, this oil valve, pressure valve. Or, don't quote me on it, because I'm not a mechanic. But anyway, that's what he seems to think it would be. So it's going to him in a few days' time. I booked in with him. So I haven't really done anything else. I am going to start the cleaning and stuff like that, and start getting other bits up together on it. But yeah, that's what's going to happen first. It'll go to him first before I sort of fully go in on this car. So yeah, it's going to a friend of mine. His name's Dale, and the company's called Auto Works in Wootton Bassett, and they're absolutely fantastic. BMWs and Minis, oh, they're absolutely fantastic. They know their stuff, and they're really good. If you've got any trouble with anything BMW product or Mini product, they're the guys. That Dale they just know their stuff. Absolutely brilliant they are. So that's Auto Works in Wootton Bassett in Swindon. So right, one job I'm going to do now is, when I got this, all the pixels is quite a common thing. All the pixels were sort of half dead on the head unit. So I'll give you a quick look. They have actually come back to life a little bit. If I turn it on, it's actually looking all right now, but there are still some dead pixels in there. But when I first got the car, I couldn't see any of them. They were completely gone. I couldn't see what station it was on or anything. So I've looked into it. You can buy repair kits for the LED screens, but I've took the gamble. I've gone on eBay and I've bought another head unit. Everything virtually looks the same, but this is out of an E92, but it's the same year. The part number is slightly different, but from a bit of research, I think they are all pretty much compatible. Well, I'm not sure on whether it needs to code into the car, but I just took the gamble. I thought, even if this doesn't work, or then it needs coding or whatever, I might be able to swap the display out. This was showing on eBay that all the pixels were working, so it's fairly cheap. It's 50 quid delivered. So I'm just going to swap this out and see if it sorts that little problem out. That's one job to sort out for now. So it's fairly easy to get these off. So just remove that trim. Let's get you down a bit closer. Then this trim has to come off.
I wonder if you could get like an aftermarket like screen.
Yeah, they do aftermarket stuff. I've seen it. You get doubled in there, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't actually.
What?
No, you can. You move. They do a different surround, and you can move the climate. The ones with sat nav, the climate's up here. And then you got sat nav.
Right.
It's different on the bottom.
What, from factory?
Yeah, the ones that got sat nav here, the climate's up the top.
Mm.
Yeah, they do a
Like
conversion, so a double din goes in the bottom,
yeah,
and the climate goes up the top.
What's that? Kenwood or something?
They do a few right here, Kenwood.
Probably quite straightforward actually.
Right.
Have you plugged this one in?
No.
Before?
It's just whether it needs coding. That's what I'm not sure about. It can be an issue. Obviously.
Should have.
Oh, that's on. Put the ignition on, mate. Oh, we've got time. Yeah, we're on.
Find a way to be able to address all of these errors, but bring them together cohesively.
Oh, look, what's missing?
And Sean McGee, who's my
Hasn't got
engineer,
Bluetooth.
He's also my live programmer, so we
What's that
found this
saying
way, choosing not only hits and old songs, but also deep cuts. I always felt that
Start
that
up.
song's been lost. Oh, but it was like, it's so often the case that
All the pictures work.
you never know what song
There's a menu missing. The computer's missing.
such similar.
But that would be right, you would tune a CD and all.
Oh, Bluetooth music and next thing.
No, you can all Yeah. Oh, it works. Turn the volume up on that. Yeah, that makes a difference there. Yeah, we're on, it works. Yeah, that did. Right, sorry about that. So yeah, it all works, which is brilliant. Everything works, the Bluetooth works, parking sensors work, so that was a bit of luck. And the pixels are really good on this one, so yeah, pixels are good on this, no missing pixels, so that was a bit of a result, that. So that's it, that's one job ticked off the list. Got the stereo looking better, and yeah, next job is I'm just going to give it a good thorough clean for now, and then it'll go to Dale Auto Works in a few days' time, and we'll see what the problem is and what the solution is for it, and hopefully we'll get that fixed pretty soon, and then we can crack on getting the paintwork sorted out and get it all valeted and detailed and polished, and start looking at getting it up for sale. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and yeah, stay tuned for the next one. We'll see you soon. Look after yourselves. Cheers.